Yeah, so if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're going to lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no price to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction on to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. There's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like, because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. That would be interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me. Oh, okay. See the winners. We have winners.
We have winners.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, winners are up. Let's see. Noise. Shout out to all the winners. I mean, heck, let's go here. Coming in first place, $125.55. Right here, also coming in second place was coming in third place. Fourth place, coming in fifth place with coming in sixth place with seventh place. $10,000 giveaway coming up. Shout out to the numbers that have continued being growing. Like even this in the chat right now, we have 424 people. You'll learn the game over time. You'll learn the game over time, though. We'll see everybody tomorrow, though. Peace out, chat. Peace out, chat.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you. So if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
Alright guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're going to lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no price to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction on to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. There's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like, because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy. Super easy. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. That would be interesting. Interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me. Oh, okay. See the winners. We have winners.
We have winners.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, winners are up. Let's see. Noise. Shout out to all the winners. I mean, heck, let's go here. Coming in first place with $125.55. 55 cents. Right here, also coming in second place was coming in third place. Fourth place coming in fifth place with coming in sixth place with seventh place. $10,000 giveaway coming up. Shout out to the numbers that have continued being growing. Like even this in the chat right now, we have 424 people. You'll learn the game over time. You'll learn the game over time though. We'll see everybody tomorrow though. Peace out, chat. Peace out, chat.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you. So if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're going to lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no prize to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. So there's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. That would be interesting. Interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me. Oh, okay. See the winners. We have winners.
We have winners.
Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, winners are up. Let's see. Noise. Shout out to all the winners. I mean, heck, let's go here. Coming in first place with $125.55. 55 cents. Right here, also coming in second place was coming in third place. Fourth place coming in fifth place with coming in sixth place with seventh place. $10,000 giveaway coming up. Shout out to the numbers that have continued being growing. Like even this in the chat right now, we have 424 people. You'll learn the game over time. You'll learn the game over time though. We'll see everybody tomorrow though. Peace out, chat. Peace out, chat.
All right, peace out, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As if you're just joining, welcome to Stonks. This is the new and improved Stonks.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it's gonna be exciting today. We're gonna do the first $1,000 giveaway on Stonks.
Yeah. Super exciting. Somebody's gonna win money.
Sign up and make a prediction. There's a big yellow button. Hit that button. And whatever the price is, we're gonna lock it in and then pay out $1,000 to the group of people who predict the closest. Welcome. There's no money. There's no prize to enter. Stonks.com. Make a prediction to the right price. You win a share of $1,000. And everyone gets one free entry every single day. Get more free entries if you share your link. There's all sorts of ways you can earn free entries. You're going to win some money. It's like pretty much guaranteed. Like because you can place a bet.
Come over, make a free account. Super easy. Super easy.
Tomorrow we could do crypto.
That could be interesting. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. That would be interesting. Interesting. Yeah, let's do it.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me.
Spinning wheel.
Sounds fun to me. Oh, okay. Let's see the winners. We have winners.
We have winners.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, winners are up. Let's see. Noise. Shout out to all the winners. I mean, heck, let's go here. Coming in first place, $125.55. 55.
Hello. How is everyone doing? So the rest of the crew is coming on soon. Until then, it is just me. Hey, Crypto Miner, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, we had a new intro, guys. What do you think of the new intro? Oliver worked with one of our viewers. Okay. Some loved it, some hated it. Dider did it. Nice. I like it. Hello, gorgeous people. How are you doing today? Oh, welcome. Yeah, we have a lot of chatter about the new intro. Yeah, shout out to was it Dider who did it? Yeah, Dider did it, yeah. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna work on a stream graphics. We've been so busy working on the platform like night and day. Like we haven't really worked on the stream at all, and that sounds funny and weird, for a
Mm-hmm.
streaming platform. But yeah, all our energy has been shipping code. So
Mm-hmm. I'm launching a new stocks channel.
where you are, nice.
It's gonna be the greatest channel of all time.
Okay, what are you gonna stream?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise. It's gonna take a week, I think. I'm planning for it. I'm prepping for it.
Okay.
But something I've always felt I wanted to do. I feel like somebody should have done. So I am just gonna go ahead and do it. But it's a surprise. Hopefully by end of next week.
Give
Should
us
be.
give us a hint. Give us a hint.
Nope, it's gonna be too easy to guess. No hints. It's a channel.
I was thinking maybe I should like stream some of my flying. I need to get Starlink in the plane, and then I can like stream like a first person flying.
Dang. See, now we're thinking, right? This is getting creative.
Yeah, Starlink actually works pretty well on these little planes. It's the first real like solution for these little planes that's like high bandwidth and not like $300,000 to like install internet. So let's see. It'll be a bit of a setup. But yeah.
Don't listen to chat. They want you to do barrel rolls.
Okay, we will not be doing barrel rolls in these little planes.
Yeah, what's wrong with you guys? This isn't Ace Combat or whatever.
It's
Like
not an F-16.
Microsoft Flight Simulator. Ooh. But what you could do is gamble enough channel points. And winner gets to go on a ride with Murthy.
Yes, I like that. That should be my channel benefit. I'll take you flying. I'll take one
Mhm.
winner flying. Wait, a
I will
guide
say,
and a barrel roll in a passenger airliner? Wow, that's crazy.
mm.
Acer Raid is not feeling the flying.
Can you guys hear me eating, or is it okay? Do I need to mute every time I chew?
I don't hear you eating. I just see your mouth moving. Yeah,
Okay, great. I don't
I
need
see.
to. I don't need to mute then. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay, I will say here's a hint. Uh, Flying is pretty cool. The channel I'm doing is might be cooler, but it's in the
Oh.
same realm of like coolness.
Does it have to do with some crazy ultra luxury, totally unnecessary thing?
No,
No. I was going to think watches. No.
I'm I'm done with that phase of my life. You know, sports cars, watches, girls. We're done. We're minivans and kids. You know, babysitters. So
Babysitters. Yeah, you probably spend more on babysitters than I spend on the plane.
probably,
Yeah.
probably.
Camping outside NVIDIA's office till he gets Jensen to sign his checks. Yes.
That is a great idea. I didn't plan enough for it, but we could. So I can't do it for tomorrow, but
Okay.
that is a cool idea for like a future earnings call. But I think I'm gonna need a volunteer. I need some girls who want to volunteer because my chest isn't cool enough to sign.
We need some stonks models to go and camp outside NVIDIA's.
Yeah,
Although it can't happen in the US. I mean, this stuff will only happen in Asia. So, like,
yeah, get away. I mean, here you'd have feminist groups like just coming to kill you. If you
yeah.
did that. What do you think of the new game UI, guys? Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's a whole new thing today. Did you already talk about it?
No. We have on the left, you can see all the bids. You can click to view everyone's or just yours. Um,
And then we've cleaned out chat. There's a new header. There's a new, it's basically different. And on mobile, it should be a much better experience now too. So we fixed some of the issues on mobile.
Any shout outs on our team? Cassius, Brendan, who did the new
Yeah,
UI?
so everyone. So Cassius designed it. Brendan made it. And then Oliver, Eddie, and Brendan worked yesterday pretty hard, pretty late to push it. Yeah,
Okay,
and we
this is
changed the fonts as well. So there's some new fonts being used.
yeah, I love the design. Where the fuck is the yellow prediction button?
You can't find the prediction button.
I'm
It's right in the
literally
center.
looking. Where?
It's in the center.
No, it's not. Where?
And there's no scroll down.
No, it's not. What? Okay, it can't be below the 4. That's like a no.
Because you have a small computer. If you had a big
No,
monitor.
I don't. I have a huge monitor.
Okay.
My monitor is bigger than most monitors. Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Because here's the problem. Designers need to strictly be given a laptop screen. Nothing bigger, not a pixel bigger. Because they design for like these giant screens and then things go missing. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Now tell me where the prediction button is.
Yeah, no,
Cassius,
you're going
you're
through
watching.
you're going through an infinite screen zoom. So
Okay. I'll just pause here. Pause that. I don't know how to hide the video, but I mean, you could see this is my screen.
yeah. Scroll down. I understand what you're saying. We just have to reduce the sizing.
So this whole bar here, right?
Yeah.
This black thing here is all empty. You could just move this prediction data, make a prediction, price, percent, like right in this bar down here. So it's above the 4. Because this bar for me is above the 4. So when you screen share, StreamYard pushes things down like a little bit, but that bar is above the 4 for me. You could probably make the banner at the top predict box's price smaller, and just move the video up a little bit. But yeah, that yellow button is going to be above the 4. Big, double the size, above the 4.
So it looks pretty different on mine.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So maybe make it smaller, laptop sized, and then share.
Here, we go through the. So here's what I'm looking at. StreamYard is pushing it down a little.
Is the yellow button above the 4 for you?
It is until I start sharing with StreamYard, and then it goes down.
Okay. Okay, yours is I think maybe less wider. Mine is like wider, so the thing just goes down. Yeah, see there. So the shorter, the less wide the viewport is, the video gets smaller, and then all the content in the bottom comes back. Yeah, this is basically what you should see. You should see the yellow thing. You should see the current price. You should see your referral link. This is perfect. I think, let's just do some viewport optimization. But what do you guys think of the new UI?
And it's much easier to make predictions now. You can just make it right here. There's no longer a model. Yep. And we also added this star. So 28% are bear, 72% are bull. We've got 5,000 entries. It's all-time high today. So yeah, it's other news. Let's go over some news. So we'll work on this.
But good job, like really well job. As an example, somebody yesterday put in a comment saying, reduce the number of clicks you need to do to get to do stuff. And this UI does that, right? It shows you bull versus bear right up front. It shows you all of the predictions on the left without having to click to open a thing, removes them from chat. It also lets you make a prediction right there. You just put in your number and hit, so you don't need to click to open a model. So that's reduced 1 click. You also don't need to click twice to get to your referral link, right? So that's -2 clicks there. So really good job, guys.
Nice.
Like that's reducing clicks is like such a great simple way to make life better.
Cool. Yeah, we've cleaned out a few more things. I think on giveaways, there was a lot of chat spam, so we've reduced that. It's not on this channel, but other channels if you've been watching. So we're also going to increase the number of tickets you need to enter a giveaway. It's 5 right now. I think we're going to increase it to 25, and so that's going to reduce spam and the need to keep clicking to enter. Feels like a clicker game right now. So yeah, bunch of other changes too. We're about to actually redo the entire backend for chat. It's not something you'll see, but we're basically redoing the entire backend architecture of chat because on our last stream, chat was hanging up because we had too many people, and so yeah, sending messages will be a lot faster. And so, yeah, one of our developers, Eddie, basically spent the whole weekend rewriting chat. And so, yeah, just a shout out to, to our silent heroes, the devs who basically like sit in chat, they see what you say, and then they go do it. So that's...
Yeah, thank you, Angry Buddha and Hustle and Trader Bag. Yep, we're here listening, and all the devs are here in chat too. So they're listening and talking to you guys directly.
Yeah, we basically don't have a product management function at Stonks. Our devs talk to you guys directly and do whatever you tell them to do. So that's how we do things here. All right, let's talk about Super Micro. I don't know if you guys saw this. It's sort of the news of the day. SMCI, and this is extremely relevant because NVIDIA is reporting earnings tomorrow. So there's a famous short selling / research firm called Hindenburg. These guys every few months they do a short report for someone. They're one of they did the famous report for Victor's here. Hey Victor, good
guys.
So yeah, we just started.
Hey, welcome back, man.
You started talking about a topic that I wanted to be a part of.
All right, let's do it.
I was just listening, but as soon as you said Super Micro, I wanted to be a part of it.
All right, let me set this up. So this firm is called Hindenburg, and they are one of their most famous short reports was on I even forget Nikola. Like, what's that hydrogen?
Yeah,
Nikola, right?
The hydrogen truck thing.
Yeah, hydrogen truck thing.
Electric vehicles. They're EV, big tractor trailer size ones.
Yeah, these guys. And so they did a famous report where they published that the drive test that Nikola published was basically a truck rolling down a hill without a power plant. And so that was one of their most famous, but they've done lots of other famous short reports as well. They did one on, I think, this Indian, the number one Indian company at the time, I forget, is it Reliance or I can't remember. So that was a pretty big short report they did for an Indian company. But anyway, so the latest one is on SMCI. Victor, you wanna tell us what you think of this?
Yeah, so Super Micro Computer, right? They're a hardware company, and yours truly, remember Sun Microsystems? How Sun Microsystem was like the best hardware 25 years ago, and yours truly lost his shirt 25 years ago and learned a lesson that hardware companies don't make a lot of money. They have very thin margins, very little cash flow. It's not like a software company. It's not like a semiconductor company. So I actually started tracking Super Micro in the April timeframe and recorded videos. I ended up shorting Super Micro. I made 52% in about 6 weeks time. And I got out of it. I shouldn't have got out of it. But I guess my theory, some of it was in the neighborhood of where these guys are going, which is, well, kind of. I'm not accusing them of any accounting manipulation. I'm just saying that a hardware company, they assemble computers, not to take away to some of their designs and some of their probably smarts, but it's a hardware company. Look at Dell, look at other like HPE, look at their valuations. They're tiny. At the same time, you see Microsoft, which is a software company, be more than 3 trillion. That's where the money's at. The money's on the software side. The money's on intellectual property that you can develop once and sell it to 1 million people. You make lots of money. Hardware, you have to buy bits, pieces, components, assemble it, take risk and inventory. And that was my whole rationale of Supermicro months ago. And I acted on it. It worked out in my favor. And I saw this report and I'm like, wow, interesting.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You are my kind of investor. Like actual fundamentals, like analysis, because it takes conviction to really short something like that, right? You got to analyze the fundamentals. You got to like look at the numbers. You got to look at the product and be like, what else does this look like in the past, and connect the dots. Kudos, man.
Yeah, and I guess the market will always teach me something. Sometimes it charges me a big price to teach me something. It taught me something with Sun Microsystems. It said, "Hey, dummy, hardware companies aren't worth much." So I just made you lose 80% of your position, and that really stuck with me. I'm like, yeah, I'll never forget that lesson. That hardware companies, you got to be really careful.
So here are the key reports. So they're accusing them of accounting manipulation, undisclosed related party transactions, and failure to comply with export controls. That could have some serious issues, by the way. Like those export controls are not to be taken lightly. That stuff gets you in jail. So what's interesting is I think last year I was researching SMCI because it was going on a rager, and the founder has done this shit before, and actually has settlements with the SEC on not insider trading, but like basically like trading with family members and having related party transactions, and so they actually have a history of doing shady shit. They've had to settle actually multiple times with the SEC. There's been lots of investigations because this is not a new company. They've been around for a very long time. And so I'm not surprised that this has come up again because they've done this in the past. What I'm honestly surprised about is it's only down like
2%.
2% right now.
This is wild. Has Hindenburg Research ever been wrong?
Well, yeah. Well, okay, let me put it this way. They're not the type of company to put out bogus stuff, right? Now, you can agree or disagree with their interpretation of the facts. And sometimes the company is doing so well that even if some things weren't done properly, it doesn't matter because the momentum just takes them through. But this is not, they're not lying about it. These are like, if you look at the research, these are like hundreds of pages of stuff that they publish, and it is well researched. And they open a short position before they do their research. So they are putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, interesting that you got that history on the CEO. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I might be gullible, but I tend to think that for this reason that most officers will report accurately, because why would you trade in, let's say average CEO makes $20-30 million, live in a nice place, have a powerful job. Hey, let's risk it all. Let's lie on our financials and go to jail. Why would why would you risk it all? You got it all. And it's interesting that if all these allegations are true, why would a CEO do that? Isn't it enough that you've probably made 100 million this year with your stock appreciation?
Yeah, it's wild. Like, why do people do this shit? I don't get it. If this is true, just some quick research. So Hindenburg has mostly been right, but there are two well-known examples where they've been wrong. So Temenos, a Swiss software company, was accused of accounting irregularities by Hindenburg that turned out to be wrong. And then Adani Group, an Indian company, same thing. Um, it didn't it really wasn't as bad as they made it out to be, but in other cases they've been right, like Nikola.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong allegation to make, accounting wise. I mean, you're really saying, hey, something got cooked, and it's a really, really big allegation. With Nikolai, I do remember they had a very good point, which was the demos, how they saw the tractor trailer moving, that was all made up. That was AI before AI. that was not a functioning tractor. That was like all made up. They revealed that said, hey, they don't have a demonstrable product yet they made the investor think that there was, which is I think misleading. So I think they had good points there. I'll give them that one.
Yeah, Trader Pride is mentioning it was the Adani Group in India that they also got right. So that was one of India's largest companies. So it wasn't like a small micro cap. Like, this was literally one of India's largest companies, doing all sorts of like crazy shit. Like, that report was crazy. I remember I read it and I was like, holy shit. This is why, like, I'm skeptical on like the Indian stock market. Like, I know people, we were talking about it a few days ago, that it's been on a rager, and yeah, I'm just to me it's closer to China, and at this point, I don't think any Chinese company is investable, regardless of the company, right? Like, I think whether it's Alibaba, and they're all very cheap right now, so it's the ultimate value trap. But like we just saw what happened with Pinduoduo yesterday, right? So I actually went and researched that some more, and turns out that the founder, CEO, chairman guy basically said, I'm leaving. And if you look at their earnings report, it was basically like, oh, we're going to focus on high quality merchants. So I think what has happened is they got too big for their own good, and this guy literally feared for his life that the CCP, what happened to Jack Ma would happen to him, because the valuations are kind of similar at this point. And he probably got a call that, hey, stop selling all this like junk shit. It's not good for our image. Start selling high quality merchandise. And so the entire earnings call, all they said was high quality merchants. Like, if you listen to it, it's almost like a rap song. High quality merchants. Like, it was nutty. And this guy is leaving. He's like, F this, I'm out. Good luck. And so, like, how do you invest, like, regardless of valuation or regardless of how good the business is, like, if management, they don't feel like they can actually like stay alive running the company, like what else is there? So anyway, sorry, that's my little rant on China. But yeah, I am not buying any Chinese stocks for that reason alone. Not because they're not good companies or there's a market or not. Like,
even if they're listed on U.S. exchanges with U.S. accounting standards.
So all Chinese companies that are listed on US exchanges are listed through this weird structure where the IP is owned by an offshore company, which then goes public on a US stock exchange. And so the primary listing is local in China. And so if the CCP wanted to fuck with it, I mean, forget where it's listed. Like, if you're taking the CEO and getting him like effed off, like it doesn't matter what exchange you're listed on, or because these people are clearly like scared for their lives, their families' lives, and like we saw what happened to the education space in China a few years ago. If you guys remember, there were these
Mhm.
several companies worth tens or hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap, and the government literally decided one night, we don't like all this, shut it down. And hundreds of thousands of people lost their jobs. All these companies went basically to zero or close to zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I think ever since, yeah, I remember that. And they were, it's not like they were doing something harmful. It was
no.
just sort of tuition, right? Like after sort of supplemental learning for
Mhm.
kids, right? Whether it's learning English or math
Yeah.
or whatever, it was after school supplemental learning. And that's what all these companies were doing, whether virtually or in person.
Yeah.
And the government said, no, this is ridiculous. This is wasting money. It's too competitive. All learning should happen in school,
Yeah.
right? And like away with everyone else. And this is sort of this has been a trend since the new Chinese premier came on, right? Like the one before this one was very pro market, let the market decide. This one
Mhm.
is much more sort of they take stands on certain things,
Yeah.
but you don't really know what they're going to take a stand on, and then whoever's in that industry gets crushed. And
Yeah.
obviously, if anyone speaks out, they get punished for it. So it's yeah, it's a tough time to be doing business there, for sure. Yeah, even Tencent, right? Like the big gaming company couldn't
Mhm.
get a lot of their newer games approved, right? So they went through like several years where they were just like in limbo. They had to please the regulators, and
Yeah.
this is despite being in business for 25 years.
Yeah, just a quick announcement. I'm watching Trust Fund Baby in chat, so we're getting some bids that are 0% bids. You can change the value, so there's a form field, so you don't have to pick whatever's in the form. You can edit that text box, and so you can actually make your prediction based on whatever you think it's going to be, um, rather than the pre-filled price. We just do the pre-filled price, so you kind of know where the baseline is, whether you're going bull or bear. But yeah, and then if you're new to Stonks, welcome. I think we have a bunch of new people today in anticipation for tomorrow, the big $10,000 giveaway for NVIDIA. Welcome. It's very simple. Just pick a price and hit the big yellow button. If you don't see the yellow button, as Ali has pointed out, just scroll down and you'll see a big yellow button. And that's it. And whoever gets closest will win. Um, Yeah, that's it. I think tomorrow is going to be the most exciting day for Stonks yet. So we're doing a $10,000 giveaway for NVIDIA's earnings, and so I think it's going to be epic. We're all going to have a blast. Um, and then lastly, just today, and it expires tomorrow, you get 25 entries if you refer someone. And this goes back to 5 tomorrow. So today's your last day to get people you know signed up and get your entries and then put them all in NVIDIA. Save your entries. I think tomorrow we're probably going to break 10,000 entries, and it's gonna be crazy. We've also redone the script that picks winners, and so it's instant now rather than having to wait for a little bit. So let's see. Hopefully that goes well. Engineering is sweating. Yes, Oliver. um, yeah, we have 5 minutes left, so make sure you get your predictions in, and yeah.
Yeah, it's very, I consider it a flat day today where there's not a lot of action. It's just kind of, hey, we're waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big event.
I think it's going to be flat tomorrow. That's my prediction. Is I think it's going to be flat. It's going to be flat to minus a couple of percent. That's kind of like that's my prediction. So yeah.
I know I'll be riveted.
Yeah, my big theory on NVIDIA is like, when is that catalyst when their big customers like Microsoft and Google come out and say, we're going to reduce the rate at which we're buying these chips. And it's going to happen. The chips are getting better. Is their point of diminishing returns? All of that. And so maybe just waiting for a few years to like let the current capex, opex sort of expenses, revenue catch up to expenses. And I think the moment that happens, Nvidia is going to lose 30-40% of its market cap because it's such a momentum stock. People look at Nvidia's like P ratio and say it's actually not expensive, and I completely agree. It's actually not unreasonable. Like there are many more unreasonable examples than Nvidia. The problem is all of this PE and the growth is dependent on Microsoft, Google, Apple spending their hundreds of billions of dollars in cash reserves buying Nvidia's chips. And at some point, it's got to slow down or stop.
Yeah, and I would follow your logic. Now, NVIDIA is providing the infrastructure. Now, if we were seeing on the other end of that some just incredible use case, like, wow, we're seeing AI make us significantly more efficient and pick the industry. But I can't point to one right now. We're seeing some interesting ideas, but the ideas are going to play out over years, maybe over 10 years. And that's where I'm like, hey guys, we got to pump the brakes. This is going to take a while. It's not an investing, right? The market, I always say this, that like, I'm not a psychologist, or I was educated in a whole different field. I'm more of a math guy. And the psychology of the market at times is so incredibly interesting. Like in this case, the market is just bought into the NVIDIA story. And I hear a lot of noise or news, I guess, that, well, NVIDIA is AI. And it's like, no, that's like saying, they're kind of providing the raw infrastructure. AI is going to be something, hopefully, that really does help us, like get information better, do things quicker, heck, drive cars around, with the machine just doing everything, all that good stuff. But that's just going to take a long time. And markets are impatient. They see 2 consecutive earnings reports where you're like not growing and you lose cash and you lose money. People leave, investors leave.
Yeah. And this is probably a 20-year cycle that's going to play out with AI, right? It's not a few quarters here or there. It's going to be a long-term cycle. And NVIDIA is also not the same. I mean, there's ASL, which does the actual like machines that make the chips. There's TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, that actually makes the chips. NVIDIA just designs the chips. And then there are companies like Supermicro that make the servers that the chips go in. And then there's a whole set of data centers that actually make the physical data centers. And then you've got your utility providers that actually provide the power to cool these chips. And so there's a whole ecosystem here. And and which way NVIDIA goes, the whole ecosystem is going to move tomorrow. So it's going to be a pretty massive day.
I've actually so 2 years ago, I was invested in semiconductor, and glad I was invested in semiconductor. My positions were Broadcom, Qualcomm, and I made good money on those, but sold them because they just got too expensive, because it seems like the NVIDIA story is so positive that I guess the theory is it's going to be a rising tide and it's going to lift all boats. I don't buy into that, because I'm looking at their earnings, I'm looking at their volumes, and I'm like, okay, Broadcom has a loss of sales, but the stock price is just going up and to the right. Okay, that's illogical. How are they going to benefit from the data center build out? I get that NVIDIA could sell one chip for 30 grand and you generate revenue very quickly because your unit price is so high. But the other data center related companies don't have that luxury. They're selling units at a couple bucks a piece, maybe $100 here, $1,000 there. But the aggregated increase in demand in the data center is probably offset by a lack of demand in other markets or other uses of that data center for other markets. So as I looked at the data center ecosystem, to me, there's been a lot of opportunities to see companies that were just overpriced. And that's where I ended up with Supermicro being one of my short targets. I've shorted a couple of others, Broadcom being one. I went from being stockholder, waited 4 months, and then I shorted it, which I'd never done before.
Shorting is scary. I mean, because you're making a timing bet as well, right? You're taking a directional bet, but you're also making a timing bet.
And I would say that, yeah, investing is management of risk, right? You could go, hey, I'm just going to be in T-bills. Wonderful. But you're taking a risk. What's that risk? The NASDAQ is up 32% in the last 12 months and you missed it. That's the risk. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And then if you go on the other end, hey, I'm going to buy something that's risky. Mm-hmm. Well, don't put your whole net worth into it unless, heck, you just want to double down. That's not me. So just contain it. Like, hey, if I lost my entire NVIDIA position, it's not material to my overall portfolio. But I get to exercise, if anything, just this is what I'm seeing in the market. I'm a student of the game. I see the market. I follow it. I love it. I don't need to watch sports, although I do watch sports. I don't need to watch sports anymore. I watch the market. It's super interesting. And I'm seeing this play out, and I'm like, okay, these stocks are overheated. I'm going to short them. If they all go wrong, okay, you know what? The market's going to charge me a pretty good price for a lesson. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to pay that price, and I'm going to do some videos to eat crow and admit, you know what? The market taught me a lesson. If it does work, then I'll be like, okay, it worked. My instincts are getting a little better over time.
We have a thing going in chat. People are asking for a Stonks app. So we have been actually debating this yesterday. And so if you want a Stonks app and what it should do, please let Oliver know. Olivier, sorry. I call him Oliver. It's easier. But the French version of Oliver. Yeah. So let him know if you want an app. Mobile apps take quite a bit of time to make and to do well, and so we're gonna. It's not like it's gonna be done in a week or two, but because there's like things we want to do that you really can't do on desktop. Like for example, notifications are really hard to do on desktops, right? So for Victor, for example, when you go live, people who follow you want to know that you've gone live, but right now those notifications are done through email. And nobody checks email. And so, there's things on mobile that can be done better, I think. Mobile is hard.
To just put one more nudge toward a mobile app, I've attended the streams on my phone and used the browser. Mm-hmm. But I would just say if I'm traveling and I want to tune in, if there was a mobile app, that the experience would be a little bit better, and I'd probably attend more often.
Yeah,
kind of like YouTube, right? They have an app. It's on the phone. It makes it super easy. You get notifications, all that good stuff. And I get it takes a lot of effort, but I'm happy with Stonks the way it is. But it would be a little bit better, and I could see myself attending more often because when I'm on the road, what else am I going to do if I'm sitting around for an hour? Hey, I'm going to watch Stonks. I'm going to watch some streamers.
There we go.
Okay, Oliver, you heard it. Mobile app with full functionality parity. That's what the market wants. No pressure.
No pressure. Box is also popping up 6%. Just want to check if they've dropped earnings already, but chat thinks they have.
Here, let me pull it up. Let me actually share with you a very interesting, it's a fun story for Box. Here, let me actually try and find this picture so I can actually share a picture. Ali, why don't you cover the earnings while I try and find this picture and I dig up a fun story for everyone.
Okay. Let me pull up, find the earnings. One sec.
This is a story that involves major firms, major CEOs, truckloads of beautiful women, aka paid beautiful women, to be somewhere. It's a fun story. So let me
Okay,
find a picture.
while we're waiting for all the goodies, here we go. Gonna zoom in here. Box reports. Revenue is up 3%, 6% constant currency. GAAP margins, non-GAAP operating margins are up. Net income profitable. I don't know if they were not profitable last time, but this is profitable, just barely profitable. And this is probably a big one. New $100 million expansion of stock repurchase program. This is happening across the board. Freaking Zoom was doing this, right?
Yeah.
Zoom was putting in, just last quarter, like half of their operating cash flow went towards share buybacks. And so this is usually indicative of one of two things. Is either these companies think their stock is genuinely undervalued, or usually maybe sometimes when everyone starts doing it, it's indicative of sort of late stages of a sort of boom cycle, right? Business cycle.
All right, you ready for my fun story?
Just before that, Victor, anything to add there on the box?
I agree with you. The 3%, growth for a company like this is I'm going to call it, I think they're classified as a software company. They do primarily storage. Now, 15 years ago, I think Box had a unique proposition for the market and really grew, but now they're about $1 billion. I analyzed them a little earlier, and I expected they were going to grow about this rate. This is probably just price increases they're seeing in their business. My biggest concern with an investment like this is the bigger hyperscalers, Google Cloud, Microsoft, AWS, they could absorb this business and take it away through, competitiveness quite quickly, because these guys do predominantly storage. It's not like they have a lot of uniqueness there. And I'm not seeing them grow a whole lot. I'm not seeing them grow their market share a whole lot. Meanwhile, Google Cloud grew double-digit percentage, and that's way bigger. Azure grew double-digit, way bigger. AWS ditto. So that's why I pumped the brakes. Software companies are sitting on a lot of cash because they're just really profitable. And rebuying shares is a good idea for them. Zoom is also an underperforming stock. I should know. I own the stock. I've owned it for a couple of years, and I'm glad that it's rallied recently. But software companies, especially the small ones, have not been desirable to the market, and this one's in that category.
Oh, you need to be growing like 30-40% to be desirable as a small software company. You should just go private at this point. Like somebody should buy out Dropbox and Box, and Dropbox is in the exact same position as Box, right?
In this business, right, this is software as a service. So they increased, it's like Netflix, right? If they increase their price a little bit, maybe 3%, you could show growth, but that's not real organic growth. You didn't add users. You didn't add to your business. So that's what I'm seeing here is a stagnant business. And I would say Zoom's in a similar category, but maybe a little healthier. Zoom does have $7 billion of cash on their balance sheet, which is kind of nice on a $21 billion valuation. But like in my live stream this morning, one of the viewers came up with the U symbol, like YOU, and it blew me away. Really high growth, business model is unique, all these really good attributes. And it's an example of what a small company should look like. Growth in the 30%, range. All right, great. They're growing up to be $1 billion company. Yeah. Again, they have a unique proposition that no other bigger company can take away. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm looking for in small cap. Box is not something I'd want to touch. I've already been dissatisfied with my Zoom investment.
Yeah, it's so interesting. There's this category of companies, Box, Dropbox, even Zoom, and many others that like were sexy software companies at some point. They're all profitable. They're all like flat slash slightly growing, right? Like give or take, but mostly flat. And they don't really know what to do next, right? Like product wise, they've given up. They're like, we don't know what the next growth vector is, so we're just going to do share buybacks. And yeah, it's so interesting. There's a whole category of these now.
Yeah, and their competitors like Google, Microsoft, AWS, well diversified businesses that are growing.
Yeah.
And you know why they're growing? Because they're taking away market share from companies like Box.
Yeah. Because I mean, why would you use Box? I mean, or Dropbox, right? Like if you pay for Google Cloud, like your Gmail subscription, it comes with basically unlimited storage for free, and it has like Google Docs, Google Sheets, like all of that built in. It has frankly a better UI. It has like one single sign-on system, so I don't have to worry about managing another sign-on system. Um, and Microsoft does this exact same thing if you're a Microsoft customer. So like so either you're a Gmail, G Drive, Google Sheets user, or you're an Outlook user, right? With Teams, and that's really, yeah, those are the winners in the space.
Yeah, those companies, I call it, they have a lot of gravity, and they're going to keep absorbing those revenues because, like, I'm a Google guy. I have my Google Sheets and Google a lot of stuff. Well, I pay for my storage there. Well, I'm not going to go to Box. There's nothing else that I do with Box. It's just storage. That's their vulnerability. They're a one-trick pony. Same with Microsoft. Microsoft, let's say you're storing all your spreadsheets that you collaborate on. It's very easy to just use their storage. And that's the gravity they have. That's why those businesses are one is worth 2 trillion, one's worth more than 3 trillion.
Yeah. All right, back to my fun story on the founding of Box's business model. So this was many years ago when I had more hair. I was in Miami, Florida, on a panel.
Oh, great setup. Okay. I haven't heard the story, man. This is the first time for me too.
So Accenture, the big consulting firm, does a conference once a year where they invite all their CEOs and these are major public companies, Fortune 500 companies, CEOs, CFOs, CIOs, to the Ritz-Carlton in Miami, Florida, for a weekend of let's call it conference, but it's really debauchery. There's every evening suddenly hundreds of beautiful women show up, and I don't really know who's paying them, but they didn't show up there by accident. So anyways,
You could just be models, right? Just there to hang out.
yeah, they're paid there to hang out. And I mean, these are like public company CEOs, CFOs, away from their wives. Like this shit happens. I was there, and I brought pictures. So
Here we go.
so here,
who are we going to short next? This is a new Hindenburg research here.
did this work? Okay, here we go. So here is a picture so they had a panel, and I was on the panel talking. I was doing a company at the time called Peanut Labs. Ali and I did Peanut Labs many years ago. So that's me with more hair. But then you've got next to me Aaron Levy, the Box founder. So right here is Aaron when he had more hair. And here are the pictures of this panel that Om Malik, if you guys remember, there was a blog, Giga Om. So Om Malik from Giga Om was moderating this panel, and this is at the Accenture conference. So this is Aaron, this is me, and this is basically so this was the conference. You've got your Fortune 500 guys there, some other guys here. So this is, I believe, Matt Mullenberg from WordPress, the WordPress founder. Anyways, so my point is, at this point, Box was doing what Dropbox is doing. They were going consumer, right? So it was just a consumer, and they didn't really find any traction in their business. And at this conference, Aaron looks at all the rich CEOs in the crowd and he's like, fuck consumer, I'm pivoting to B2B. And so this was the moment when Box pivoted from a consumer model to a B2B model because
Did he say that on stage or privately to like you, like right next to him, or
he told me during the conference. So
okay.
this was many years ago. I can't remember when. 2008, I guess. That's what the
Yeah.
Facebook picture says. So
Yeah,
so
sounds
here's
about
a
right.
fun history of Box.
Hmm.
So
That's
and
pretty
yeah,
sick. There was a picture after this that was dark. Is there something there also we should look at?
yeah, I saw a lot of things at that conference that shall not be named, and that would get a lot of public company CEOs fired and canceled. So yeah, it happens. And those were different times. 2008, you could get away with a lot more than you get away with today. But uh,
But that's cool. It's funny what they say is like if you survive long enough as a consumer company, you become an enterprise company.
yeah,
Kind of feels like the story of Box, right? They relate to the consumer play. Dropbox already won,
yeah.
and they went B2B.
So we're in this neighborhood. I'd be curious to get your opinion on DocuSign. What do you guys think of DocuSign?
Let's look at it. It's been a while since I've looked at their financials, and I mean, the price has gotten normalized quite a bit. So here we go. Let me share my screen. Present. All right, here we go. DocuSign.
They're still independent. Okay.
No, it's public. Yeah, it's public.
Independent public. Yeah. 12 billion market cap. E ratio 112.
Okay, let's look at financials. So 1.4, 2.1, 2.5, 2.7, 2.8. So slowing revenue growth.
It's a big bump from COVID. Probably a one-time bump, right? Between
Yeah.
21 and 22.
Operating income is basically not that much. So they are turning around. So they've gone from losing a ton of money to now starting to make some money. 6x revenue. Here's that 5-year chart. So this was COVID when Kathy Wood thought DocuSign was, the best company ever. Here's what I would question for DocuSign. What is the growth vector? Because growth is clearly decelerating, and are there customers looking to pay more? Is there like another industry that they can? No, I think DocuSign is going to be like join that Box club of Zoom Box. I think they're going to be the latest entrance into that club. I wouldn't buy DocuSign at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a lot of software companies in this category. They just have clearly been left behind. DocuSign, Box, Zoom to a large extent. Yet, it is a industry that I really like because I like the profit margins. I like the cash. I like the profitability. I like that they end up with no debt and lots of cash. But I think you bring up a good point that, if DocuSign wants to increase their value, they have to get a couple other different businesses. Maybe they use because they are the market share leader in signature capture, but maybe just kind of spitballing, go after Box's storage business, because you have something unique, which is you're the leader in signature capture. And that is going to be hard to replace because you have the market adoption and so forth. So they have to blaze a trail and start branching out, making themselves bigger, because if you don't make yourself bigger, you're going to get replaced.
Yeah, it's I think maybe the way to filter this then should be, let's talk to these CEOs, like let's get the DocuSign CEO on Stones and ask them like, okay, like like what's next, right? And like I think trying to understand whether they even have the will to really reinvent their business and to go find other pools to fish in. Like, do they even have the will for that or not? Or are they happy just increasing pricing 5% a year and sort of playing that game of stock buybacks? And I would only buy personally companies where the founding team and the CEO has the will to keep innovating in terms of like, okay, let's go find like the next big rocket ship that we can be. And people lose it, man. It's hard, right? Like once you've been doing this for 5, 10, 20 years, like it's hard to keep up that willingness to fail and to push hard and to like suffer through. It's just very easy to be like, it's okay, like just increase prices, or just do the mechanics of financial optimization.
Murti, can I sorry interject? Chat is very curious about this.
Okay.
Why there are always watch ads and the watches are flashing at the bottom on your screen?
Oh yeah. Oh, it changed. I
Oh,
scrolled
mine
and it
changed.
changed.
Okay, boo boo.
Hold on. Let me.
Anyway, so go back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, we got a microphone now. Let's keep refreshing. Oh, and they went away.
Okay.
It's okay, but it's because I look at watches. So, and CPC as a they're probably a high CPC ad to run.
It's okay. I see minivan ads. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll analyze a company, and then next thing you know, I'm getting all these ads. Like I'm just interested in the company, but whatever.
I think totally agree with what you said there, Murti. And it's not always easy to discern from the outside if a company still got like the will to innovate and real sort of drive. From a product perspective, yeah, they're doing. I just went through their offering really quickly, but it feels like a bit of a commodity, right? Like I mostly like I don't care what I use really. Sometimes most of the law firms and stuff when they send you signatures, it's mostly DocuSign, but like it could be HelloSign, it could be Right Signature, it could be like a dozen, like there's some Panda something, and they're all the same really. It feels like a commodity. So like it really depends on what they're doing next.
I agree with you. And the other thing that I don't invest expecting the company to be acquired, but I owned Activision when Microsoft bought Activision, and I made a nice profit there. And I keep thinking to myself, a bigger software company would like to have DocuSign. Why? Because you're the leader in digital capture as soon as you acquire them, and you have an entry point into more enterprises, right? And the valuations are pretty attractive. They have a lot of cash. Same thing with Zoom, right? Like there's a player out there that's, and you saw that. I mean, Zoom, before Zoom, we had WebEx. WebEx was acquired by Cisco. And I think the founder of Zoom came from WebEx. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So he's built up Zoom, and Zoom is, I mean, they can't grow that fast anymore. They're a one-trick pony. They tried to expand, getting their phone services going. At least they're trying there. I totally think, man, that's an acquisition target for somebody that's bigger, that wants to all of a sudden take all that revenue. It's quality revenue, good margins, great cash flow, great cash on the balance sheet. I don't know that Zoom would fight that hard to not get acquired. And then you get a nice premium. So I wonder when that's going to happen. I haven't seen a lot of acquisitions over the last 18 months, which has been kind of interesting.
Yeah, so it's almost like we should have a short list of companies that are good acquisition targets, and you can hold on to them, just hoping for a 30% pop if there is news on acquisition. HubSpot, I don't know what ended up happening with HubSpot, but I don't think Google went through with it, right? They announced it, it went up, and then they ignored
and CrowdStrike crashed, and that company was like, "Oh no, our value is way higher. We don't want that deal anymore."
Yeah.
Well, remember Snapchat turned down Facebook,
Yeah.
and they've never gotten it together.
Yeah, we're dealing with such like a human problem here, which is, at what point do you get exhausted as a founder CEO and you stop pushing as hard as you used to? And so if someone can make an index and rank it by founders who still have juice left in them to push hard, just buy those stocks and like forget it. That's the index I would want to build, is like have the will to go on. And I feel like as retail investors, we can probably help with that, because like Elon Musk clearly gets a lot of energy from retail investors. So does Alex Karp at Palantir. Like, you see these guys and they're almost on a mission because they know they've got hundreds of thousands of people following them and rooting for them. And that in itself gives them the energy to wake up and push hard every day because they have a following and they don't want to let their following down. And that in itself gives them purpose. And that, you can't buy that. I mean, like that, and some people have it and lose it and find it again, maybe, but yeah, it should be like the willingness to as Elon says, chew glass. That's what running a startup is like, chewing glass. Yeah, rank companies by willingness to chew grass. That's the index I want.
Yeah. And we've talked about this once before, Victor. I'm curious to get your thoughts on it also, but it feels like companies that are still run by the founders or like the founding team tend to have more of that ability, right? They're able to reinvent themselves better. They're able to go through crisis and sort of navigate turnarounds or product innovation, or sort of the zigs and zags that you normally see in business. They're able to navigate a lot of that better.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, like right now, right, the top 10 most valuable companies, Apple doesn't have its founders, and Wozniak's always bad mouthing Apple, which is weird. Then you have Microsoft's turned the reins over to somebody else who's doing a great job. I mean, I think Zuckerberg and NVIDIA's CEO are the two that I can think of that are still founder-led mega caps. Is there any other that you can think of? Those are the two.
Zuck, NVIDIA, Tesla.
Yep. Just Tesla's not a mega cap anymore. Hopefully I'm not
throwing shade, are we?
No, you got to be above $1 trillion now to qualify as like the mega.
Oh, it's funny. Let's see who
funny.
is.
That's funny.
Okay, so here's
Saudi
the
Aramco, Amazon, no.
Berkshire still has Warren Buffett. Eli Lilly, I have no idea. TSM, I have no idea. Broadcom does still have one of its
founder still runs it, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think Broadcom, one of the two founders, Samueli, is still there. But that company was really, Avgo acquired Broadcom a ways back, and now Avgo is running Broadcom, but kept that brand. But overall, I think you make a good point. I guess I'm glad that I own Meta, because I think Zuck's still got a lot of miles left on that.
He's young. He's so fit.
Huh?
He's like MMA ready.
Zuck is like out for revenge right now. Did you see yesterday he put out an apology that he's actually like, he's sorry for like giving in to the Democrats and censoring information last election. And there was this whole like almost like coming of realization to Zuckerberg, was like, listen, I kind of screwed up last election and I'm pissed. And like when people get pissed, like that's mission. That's
no ordinary CEO would admit to that in a letter. Yeah. I saw that letter this morning. It's pretty wild. By the way, winners. We have winners.
Um,
Where is the winner button? Game ending.
Oh, I can't click on it. It is ending. It is winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yep, it's thinking. Let's refresh this. It's probably calculating. We have 5,600 predictions, so it's probably just ranking everyone right now. Yeah, actually,
Where
hold
did
on.
Fox?
Oliver, if you're watching this, see it says, oh, this is the previous game. Okay. Yeah, we should maybe put predictions here. Just
Yeah,
a
make it
text.
more prominent. Like it's
Yeah.
not, and then at the top it says 5634 as well. So those numbers match, but it doesn't say that these are predictions. It's not
Got it.
prominent. Yeah, we'll give it a minute. What did the live
Seen it on
price
my
did it
side.
share?
Yeah, I think Zuckerberg got red pilled when he saw Trump shot. I think that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I completely agree. That's what happened because there was an interview where he was like, "Oh my God, did you see Trump um, like pump his fist in the air after he got shot? It was the most badass thing ever." That's what Zuckerberg said. I think, yeah, that's which I agree. I mean, I don't like Trump, but like, I'm like, fuck yeah. I mean, dude, you just got shot, and like, yeah, hell yeah. Gotta give the guy props where it's due. Okay, why we may have a bug here. This is day one of running the new
New
system.
game. It's okay. We're looking at it.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Shaban FX with number one. $125. Quinn with number two. Samuel, number three. Raichi. God, this is so hard to pronounce some of these. Goldwyn, Hunter. Nice. Congrats, guys.
Congrats. Wait, who won again? Can you scroll to the top?
Shaban FX.
Shaban, oh, welcome back, man. That's sweet. You won a while back. This is an one big. Number one. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Congrats to all the winners. Yeah, I know Shaban's usually here, so super happy for you. Super happy for everyone who's here on a regular basis. Trader Bad, Diner, Angry Buddha, Jeff Beanzos, Crypto Miner, Shaban, Snaptrade Chris, Havana, Guldens, Trust Fund Baby, still the coolest name I've seen here on chat. Acer8.
Ali, check this out. We had 12 people with the exact price prediction. Holy moly. 12.
Oh, we're getting to that point now. We're getting to the point where like it's 10 people, and then the earlier, so in the case of this situation, the earlier that you submitted your entry, the first time wins, right? Early times have higher priority. Yeah,
it's time stamped, so first one gets it.
Yeah, maybe we should make them do a dance or like throw in an emoji and then just more tiebreakers.
So here's an interesting thing I want to point out that could actually help you make some money, even if you're not winning on the game. Look at this here. So 72% were bullish, 28% were bear. So if all you did was follow that signal, and we look at that every day. Let's do that for like a week or two and see how did we get, like, did the crowd get the direction?
Direction correct. Yeah. That would be cool. That would be pretty valuable if it's accurate.
I'm going to take your advice there. I'm going to start looking at it around 12:30ish, and maybe I'll do a trade or two.
Yeah, I'm just going to start buying calls or puts just based on what the stocks community is doing, and then just see if I make or lose money.
5% ain't bad to just follow that data that people are feeling bullish. I mean, that's a clear signal that, hey, people think this is going to go up. That's pretty good.
Right. And based on what percentage, you can decide how hard to go on the trade or not. So yeah, guys, this is interesting. This is we're crowdsourcing pricing here. All right, so big one, Nvidia tomorrow, $10,000. It is happening. Get ready and get your tickets in because yeah, after tomorrow it's back to 5 tickets, and yeah, we just did this like a one-time thing for Nvidia because honestly, Nvidia is the most like consequential company I think in this year. I would say that that's probably a very fair statement. Um, and so we just wanted to do something special and fun for Nvidia.
It's going to be
Yeah,
huge.
we got a couple of special guests who will also be joining us tomorrow. Which will be
Nice.
cool.
Who's
Yeah,
joining
so
us?
it's Ted from MZ and Ryan.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Cool.
Sweet.
And then yeah, Victor, you want to join back in tomorrow? We'll have more the merrier.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to join at 1:00. I have a business meeting that's going to end at 1, and I'm going to rush in here and watch. And I'm going to be glued to what in that meeting. I'm going to be glued to the predictions. That's going to be so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'll be from 1:00 on. I'll stay on until you guys end the stream. But I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, it will be fun. I'm curious to test Murthy's bull bear hypothesis tomorrow. And I'm also curious to see, today we broke 5,000 predictions for the first time ever, 5,600. I wonder what we end up at tomorrow because I bet some people here are saving their tickets for the big 10K day tomorrow. Right? The little piddly 1K days are nice, but yeah, oh yeah.
I'm breaking my piggy bank.
Yeah. Are you who else is saving tickets for tomorrow? Yep, crypto miner. C-dubs, Guldens.
I only need one. I like the confidence.
I only need one. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah,
200 plus for tomorrow. Oh, wow. 213 to be exact.
Wow. 5-ticket limit tomorrow. There is no limit to the number of entries you can make. It's just limited by the number of tickets you have, which you can do by helping spread the word. Yeah. All right, Nvidia is live. Get your predictions in. Timing matters clearly. Like today, timing mattered for number one. Timing mattered today. And then Victor's going to be here in the office on Thursday, right, Victor?
Yep.
All right.
I got a pretty free calendar on Thursday. Looking forward to it. Thanks for the invite. Looking forward to it. I told my 20-year-old son, he was like, wow, that's super cool, man. What time are you going? He was interested in joining me, but he has to go to school.
Yeah, we'll have our little studio. We'll have a little studio set up here, and we can just do the stream together in
Cool.
person.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Amazing, very cool.
So who are we hosting today? Jason, if you're in chat, just let me know if I'm doing a raid on someone's channel. Who's live? We can pick someone on stocks right now. Who's live? So let's see. We've got free advice guy, Alpha Exchange, Think with Bookmap. Yeah, let's do Alpha Exchange, guys. So a little bit about them. I spoke with them yesterday, I believe, or day before. And they're a really cool channel. They do mostly crypto, and they're live on Twitch 24/7. So it's like one of those few like 24/7 channels. And they just joined Stonks today. So today is the first day they're actually live streaming on Stonks, and they're multi-streaming from Twitch and Stonks. And so yeah, let's give them a raid. Once this page will refresh and you'll be on Alpha Exchange's channel. Make sure you hit follow, and give them some love. It's a group of people who stream, so it's not just one person. They go in and out, and it's our first like crypto heavy channel. So here we go, hitting the button. And there's the raid in 10 seconds. Oh, no, maybe.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Peace out.